How's it going, guys? PhantomCave here with today's latest comic reviews. We today are reviewing these two magnificent books, 2016, and I read them today, and they're pretty good. We have Evil Schemes and the first Felmang first story, Raiders of the Great King's Tomb. So let's get into it. I've actually, with the Raiders of King's Lost Tomb, I've got a post of it. I might take a photo of it. But anyway, the Evil Schemes. So this one is all about the son of a chief, which this tribe we're talking about, we don't usually hear a lot of in the Phantom universe. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard much about them that much, but the son takes on some dark things, evil things, and he basically poisons his father, which is the chief of the Nekiki tribe or something like that. Then his younger brother gets promoted to chiefling, and he then challenges him to a duel, which he basically loses. And then the evil guy in this is the medicine man and guru, which he tries some poisons, makes the younger brother look like an idiot and look like a mad person by giving him these poisonous mushrooms, which in a matter of fact actually doesn't go very well down to him in the last couple phrases of this comic, which we have Rex is actually gets the mushrooms and then gives it to the Phantom, and then he drops it in the basket, and then that leads to Guran and the Phantom finding out about the mushrooms, which leads to the a good man being nearly pulled away from his tribe. The evil guy, the evil brother, then gets banished, but in amongst of all that, he actually, in the last dying seconds, he tries and takes Bewala's wife, I think, or girlfriend or something like that. And it's a good story, I reckon. It's a good story. I haven't read it, I don't think. And so the evil brother gets banished from the tribe, and Guru dies because he's thinking Phantom dies, but he's not. He's hanging on to dear life over the cliff, and the medicine man dies because of the bats. And then the next issue we're actually going to have a look at is this one right here. And so the cover art for the back and front cover art for this one is done by one of my favorite artists, Antonio Lemos. And I met him last year at Supernova, and that was pretty cool. He signed a few things, I think. Yeah, he signed a few things. And then what we're going to have a look at right now is Raiders of the Great King's Tomb. This one is Felmang's, Romano Felmang, or Roy Felmang, is first story for the very first time in English, plus Heart of Darkness Part 7, but we probably won't have a look at Heart of Darkness Part 7. The Raiders of the Great King's Tomb. So this starts out with a murder investigation with this old mate, Bolton, getting suspected for murdering one of his assistants of when he was going out and doing research on the Great King's tomb, which he nearly gets executed for it. And then the Phantom has to find out all the nits and crannies about what happened, who killed him, who killed the murder person, and then has to do other stuff and has to try and convince that the guy that they're executing is the wrong guy. So that's the main plot of the story. But it's, yeah, like I always say with my modern stories, I do like the modern stories too, as the fact of the old stories. The old stories can be still very good, but I do like the modern stories. Yeah. And he actually, later in the comic, he's basically put out in the desert of Egypt to die, but then Diana comes along and saves him and brings him back to the hotel, which we get up to where the execution does not take place. And yeah, it's a good story. And like I've said, like I was saying, with most of my modern stories that I read, mostly I call them the better ones, I reckon. But the old stories, they can still be alright, but yeah, I'm more preferred on the modernist type stories. I did on last Thursday, because this is the Monday's video I'm doing. Last Thursday, the Thursday just gone, I had done a review of the Phantom Chronicle Chambers Bushfire Appeal book. Now this book, I think, yeah, it's still going for $30 on their website, and they only printed like 400 copies, so make sure you get one. It's amazing artwork. You can go check out that video up here somewhere, but anyways, it's a good book, and go buy it at Chronicle Chamber for $30, and subscribe to the channel, where we gained one, I think, a couple days ago. So subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment down below if you like these stories that I'm reviewing right about now, and as always, keep phantom caving and keep safe from this crisis that we're in right now, and hopefully we can somehow get out of it. And